okay.
I'll say, you said, as I was mentioning, you were going to turn on the Lions as soon as you saw a poor performance. Did that qualify on Sunday for you?
Lions fans are going to be surprised, but I'm not turning on them.
Okay.
I got some critiques. I'm a little frustrated. I'm glad Dan, came to the podium there and said on him, that can't happen at the end of the half. But what bothers me is what we're trying to do. And you look at some of these turnovers, and I get that we got some veteran guys, and we got a lot of great playmakers. But my problem with how the Lions approach this game, Jay, is I go back to week 1 in overtime. They win the coin toss, and what do? Run the ball, run the ball. David Montgomery, downhill, downhill. The final touchdown against the Rams, I'm talking about week 1.
Yep.
Montgomery just got the whole line, pushed everybody in.
It was an incredible drive.
Incredible. And then it gets to the point, and I watched this game today, and the Lions are flat out better than Tampa Bay. They just are. But we're out here trying to, get some long developing pass plays, and I get that they do have the personnel to do it. But your bread and butter is this offensive line and your two-headed monster at running back. And for some reason, I just feel like they don't rely on it as much as they should. And after that, and he had a good game today, it's Amon-Ra St. Brown, it's Laporta. But all of a sudden we come out early today and we're dropping back and we're slinging the football, and it will work at times. It will cause interceptions at times. But what will also happen is it'll allow other teams' offenses to get on the field. And Baker today was able to get out there. Didn't have a great game, but threw the ball around. They had a couple big plays. And next thing you know, you blow a game at home.
Yep.
And that's where I think to myself, I look at how this team's built, and I'm like, hey, let's establish the run. Let's have that bully mentality we had against the Rams in overtime to start out here. And then once we've got everybody loading the box up, now we try and throw to Jameson Williams. And to me, I just thought it was a weird fundamental flaw. And don't even get me started on the fake punt, because we got to stop this in our game. We're an elite team. We don't need fake punts. We need to come out and say, we're better than you. Try and stop us.
I will say that Rice kid threw a nice spiral, though.
He did. Shout out to Rice Owls.
Let's talk about the Seahawks. After they beat the Broncos in week 1, you were not impressed.
No.
They beat the Patriots in week 2. Are you still not impressed?
Jay, I've gone, and it's strange because they're 2-0, but I've gone from hope to worried to I'm hitting the panic button. I've been in Seattle for a bit. I look at what happened today. The Patriots rushed for 185 yards. I mean, look at this. I'm used to the Legion of Boom days where we were coming downhill and making every tackle. And offensively, we heard all in all about this all offseason about Ryan Grubb, our new OC. And today, it did hurt not having Kenneth Walker, but we couldn't run the ball to save our lives.
Yeah.
And if it wasn't for Geno Smith, we don't win this ball game.
Charbonneau in overtime, they finally started to use him.
And we were able to get a field goal. But I guess where I say I'm hitting the panic button is I look at our Seahawks team, and of course I am biased, but I look at this offense. I played with Geno, and I think the guy is incredible, and I think he's playing extremely well. JSN I never played with, but everybody there says he's incredibly talented, a big game today.
He did.
Obviously, DK, a guy that they do not use, which I don't know why, is Noah Fant. But we mentioned Tyler Lockett, always Mr. Clutch for them. And I sit here and I say, how is this team not scoring 35, 40 points a game? And instead, we barely beat Denver, and we arguably could have lost to New England today.
A loss was very much on the table.
And I get it's disappointing because it just doesn't feel like, the Seahawks of old, I should say.